for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant now in at the guard spots. Kyle Anderson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, they've got Trevor Ariza. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. Now here's Ariza. Nunn, that's good.
And last season, the Heat retiring the Dwayne Wade's jersey up there in the rafters with your own, big fella. Talk about your experience playing together.
You know, we had a short time together, but I think we had a great, perfect tandem. Flash and the Diesel. You know, the Heat, they've had some greats, but D-Wade probably is the most important player in the history.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great use of physicality by Butler. Muscles his way through to get off the shot.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, overcoming many obstacles in this path to the NBA, Jimmy Butler has greatness in him, and I think that's helped him rise to every challenge.
And so Butler nails both of them. It seems like we're in an era of tandems in the NBA. Teams with at least 2 great players. Shaq, if you're selecting a pair to start a team with, mix and match however you want, who would you take?
Definitely got to take the Greek Freak, and I'm going to take Luka Doncic. Because they're superstars already, but they're still entering their prime. Give me those 2, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for me, Luka, no doubt about it. It would be interesting to see how those 2 would play together. I wouldn't mind pairing Luka with a guy like Kawhi. That could be kind of interesting.
Luka with anybody would be
interesting. That's a great point.
Adebayo finds Nunn. Passes it to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Robinson. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And it's in there. Nunn's got 5.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Morant. 8 points his last outing. Shaq, back in the day, you drew double teams. You made the defense pay by setting up your teammates with terrific passing. It's big now. Do you see following in your footsteps, in those footsteps?
You know, my Ben Simmons, former LSU guy.
Take a break.
When he gets aggressive in the paint, they double. He definitely looks for his players. Listen, LeBron James is the best passer among 9 guards. Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid. Look, you got to use the others if you want to get to that next level.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Both free throws good from Morant. Shaq, you know the importance of great footwork, and I know that you have found some other guys that are standouts in that category right now in the league.
Well, Kyrie Irving, he has great ball handling. You know, that definitely requires great feet work.
Yes.
DeMar DeRozan, James Harden with that Euro step and that step back. You got to have excellent feet work to pull those moves off.
Now here's Winslow. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bane, good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And it's all knotted up.
Smart play by Winslow. Move the ball, find the open man, Good team play.
Here's Hero, guarded by Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Jimmy Butler.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
And he knocks down the first one.
And since entering the league, Tyler Hero has had higher expectations for himself than anybody else. And with that kind of size as a guard and his shooting ability, he very much will realize it.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Bain, he's covered by Iguodala. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Achua. Jackson misses. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Elitza misses. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
There's Dragic with the 3. It's all tied in Miami. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like, literally making them foul them.
Big fella, when you watch the NBA now, there are fewer traditional centers who just pound it inside. But what are your thoughts on how the 5 position, that center position, has evolved?
Well, it's all about, having traditional size. These guys are becoming great shooters. The range, I think that's a great combo to have. Guys like Embiid and Towns, they're the next wave of the 5.
Achua is out there with Bielitz. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Dragic. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. Morant against Dragic. And that one's good, Morant.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
The pass to Achua. Heat moving the ball around. Dragic with a wide open look. Miami keeps it going, a new 14-second clock.
These are bonuses. When you get the Elitza inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Allen outside. They get a hand on it. Butler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Butler with the ball. Robinson, that's good.
With an advanced understanding of the game, Butler reads the floor perfectly.
And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Orlando.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Allen left side. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
None can't get it to fall.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Allen against Robinson. It's good. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now, here's Nunn. 5 points in the game. Trying to get open is Butler. Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm a big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that. I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't want
okay.
to go back upstairs with.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Robinson. Butler's got it all tied up now for Miami.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. Brooks, and he jams it with authority.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That free throw good from Butler.
Having played for a few teams now over the course of his NBA career, Jimmy Butler brings one thing to the table, and that is that he's going to compete no matter where he is.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Morant outside. With some art, and that's 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
And the delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And making his triumphant return to our set, the one-man broadcasting phenom, Shaquille.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for the warm welcome. I just want to say, I get used to sitting outside. It's better. I'm here with you guys. It was good.
How did they make it?
No, it's a lot of room down there, a lot of snacks.
Potato
Chips, popcorn, hot dogs, Papa John's pizza.
Oh, wow.
It's awesome, man.
I bet there were some donuts down there, too.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of donuts?
Krispy Kreme.
Oh, wow. Man, but if your back is hurting, what do you put on it down
And I put on my new suit from JCPenney.
Oh, wow.
It was just awesome.
But you know, you sit in a chair a long time, your back gets tight. What do you put on it?
Oh, yeah, I put some icy hot on.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
That's
Guess
good.
how I came to the game?
How?
I don't have a car deal, so I'm not going to name it.
But you need that insurance, don't you?
Oh, yeah. For a great low rate, you can get online.
No question.
and that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' five. Morant now in at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Brooks in at the threesome. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Valanciunas hits them both. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Butler. Back to 9. Adebayo with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there. Vertical. Good hands. And the big throwdown.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And Nunn has got the ball here for Miami. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
And finished off by Morant.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Now here's Butler. He's got 6. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Allen dishes to Brooks. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Timeout called, the Heat. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Miami. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And right now for Miami, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Here's Bielitsa. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Strus. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Feeds it to Morant. The shot's good. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Strus. Here's Hero. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brooks. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Clock at 6. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by 7. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Heat trail by 7. They've got Achua. Iguodala out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Monday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now Butler, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. And the rejection by Jackson. And he recovers it. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut to just 5 on the basket from Iguodala.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, and you know who your Warriors are by plays like that. They make it when it matters most.
Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Heat call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
A different look for Miami. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Achua. Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Now here's Morant. Here's Clark. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. A second left. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Ariza.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The first one falls. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. And Allen drops them both. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. 9-point game. Shoots from the elbow. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The three from Morant. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Down low. Here's Ariza. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
It feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're leading by 7. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Now here's Allen. Shot clock at 6. Brooks, the pass to Allen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing. The Heat trail by 7. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Up top, Morant. Defended by 9. Anderson kicks to Brooks. Over Butler. And another miss by Memphis.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Adebayo. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. The basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
None wide open. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They lead by 2. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Butler against Brooks. Six to shoot. Here's the triple. Rebound by the Heat. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.